I'm so tired. Just feels like all of my days are running together. Like they're all just one big long day that doesn't really have a start or an end. It's just all the same day. And it feels like that day is Groundhog Day and everything is the same and nothing is changing. And I'm so fucking bored. And of course you could say, oh, you just need a change of pace. You need a change of scenery. The thing is that I don't have time to change my pace or change my scenery. I have very specific things I have to do every day in order to get all my shit done that I need to get done. I have to study. I have to go to work. I have to clean up. I have to cook. I have to do everything I need to do. I have to take care of my cats. I got to take care of myself. And after all of those hours in the day are used up, there's no time to do anything other than get ready for bed, go to bed. So, and of course there's a weekend and I could do something fun on the weekend, but then on the weekend I have to do more adult stuff. So there's not really a lot of a change of scenery that I can achieve right now. And I feel so blah. I feel so blah. And of course you're going to feel blah every now and then in your life, because when you're progressing in life, or even when you're just living life, it becomes monotonous because you have to do the same things over and over and over again every single day. That's just the nature of life. You have to eat, you have to breathe, you have to shit, you gotta clean. You gotta do certain things every single day, and there's no changing that. But my problem is that I feel blah. I feel numb. I feel empty. I feel like I don't have anything to say. And I sit down to make a video and there's nothing I want to talk about. There's absolutely nothing on my mind. And it's not that I'm having the absence of thought, but it's like I'm having so much I have to do in a day that I don't even have time to think. I don't even have time to ponder anymore. I have no time to think creatively because I have to think about everything on my to-do list. I was learning about the psychology of happiness the other day because I just wanted to look it up and learn about it. And there are 3 things that they found make people happy, scientifically, that was researched. One was gratitude, finding gratitude for everything that you do, or even noticing the things that you're grateful for throughout the day. Another factor was noticing beauty in the world, like the simple art of noticing what is actually going on, like watching the leaves fall, or watching the sun rays dance, or watching the water ebb and flow off of a river. Like just noticing the little things was another way that they found that people who were the happiest were people who noticed things more. And they also found that people who were happier were more grateful for what was happening in their life.
Editing Bailey here. I totally forgot to list the third thing. The third thing I found in positive psychology is that makes people happy is finding and making peace with the bad things that have happened to you, coming to some semblance of acceptance for what has happened to you.
And I feel like that's something I haven't been doing a lot recently because I'm just busy, or I'm thinking about what the next thing on my to-do list is, or what I have to do today, or what I have to study, or what I've been learning or thinking about, or where I have to go, or what I have to do. And I haven't taken time to just slow down and breathe. And I don't feel stressed necessarily because I know that I can do everything I need to in a day. That's not the problem. I'm not stressed at all per se. It's just I'm not present. I'm not present by any means. I am scatterbrained and I'm thinking about 1,000,001 things that don't even fucking matter in the grand scheme of things, because obviously there's a whole idea that we are supposed to go out in the world and accomplish things, and we're supposed to push ourselves and better ourselves as human beings, but there's also the idea that nothing fucking matters. Nothing fucking matters on this planet. Nothing is ever going to fucking matter. We live and we exist and we conquer and we achieve, and then we die and nothing really matters. At the end of the day, just do what makes you happy and figure out a way to survive. That's the best way to live life. I'm someone who, fortunately and unfortunately, gains a lot of happiness and a lot of inner peace through the art of achievement. Some people don't. I do. I'm someone who really likes pushing myself, who likes to reach beyond the depths of who I am, who likes to push harder and further. And that brings me enjoyment on my time on this earth. That brings me peace existing here on this earth. And I gotta remind myself that even as hard as I'm pushing and hustling, there is still time to sit down and stare at a ladybug for a little bit. There is still time to notice the leaves falling off the trees, especially in autumn. There is time to sit down and pet my kitty cats and give them a little extra love and a little extra snuggles. There's time to go to the store or go to the thrift shop and just mull around and have some fun. And the simple art of noticing beauty is a lost art. It's something that the poets do. It's something that the writers do. It's something that the artists do. It's just seeing how much beauty, how much inspiration you can draw from the tiniest little thing. And let me give you a good example, because I used to be someone who was fiercely conscious of all the beauty of the world. There was one time I wrote 5 separate poems, about a page long each, about this one particular sunset that I saw in Santa Monica, California. And it was like this beautiful watercolor sunset of like purple and pink and yellow and orange, and it was just like draping the sky like a tapestry. And I remember I went home and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote and I wrote about it. And I wrote just about it. I wrote poetry about it. I kept gushing about the beauty of this one particular Santa Monica sunset. And now I can't remember the last time I even looked at the sky. And so I did today. I was at work and I looked out through the window and I just looked at the sky for a little bit. I just looked at it and I could tell that there was going to be a rainstorm, or at least it looked like there was going to be a rainstorm because the clouds were a little bit denser and bluer and darker. And then there wasn't a rainstorm, so I guess I predicted wrong, but I stood and I noticed the sky for a moment. I didn't think about it. I didn't go home and write poetry about it, but I sat there and I noticed it for a fucking moment. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's as important to notice every single ounce of beauty in the world as it is to get straight A's on your homework. I think it's as important to notice a ladybug perched on the side of your house as it is to get a raise or a bonus at work. You know what I mean? Like, the happiest people in the universe are those who do not take any ounce of beauty that they have the great fortune and privilege of witnessing to go to waste. They grasp it, they hold on to it, they carry it, they absorb it. They are grateful for it. I know this is fact because, 1, it's researched, and 2, I've experienced this many times in my life. The way that I'm feeling is nothing more than an accumulation of what I'm thinking about the world. If I'm feeling miserable, it's because I am thinking miserably about life. And if I don't have creativity, if I don't have anything to say, it's because I'm not thinking about life correctly. I'm not noticing all the little bits and pieces of knowledge I could be grasping from everyday life, all the little bits and pieces of beauty I could be absorbing. And I want to take a day tomorrow where I just walk around and I write a list of everything that I find beautiful. Everything that reminds me to fall in love again with life, because I feel so disconnected. And it's not like I want to break up with life, or I want to break up with my goals, or I want to stop doing what I'm doing. That's not it. I'm finding passion, I'm finding love, I'm finding creativity. I'm finding passion and love and grit and dedication, and I love what I'm doing, but if I'm feeling miserable, it's because of me. So I need to change something about how I'm living or what I'm doing, because I feel so blah. I feel so like drained. I feel empty. I feel tired. I feel empty. I feel wrong. And it could be that I'm just getting sick. That could be part of it. I bought some Afrin and some Mucinex, and I'm going to shove some stuff up my nose, some nasal spray, and see if that helps my awful mood. Maybe it's purely biological, but I also know there's a huge psychological and mental component as to why I feel so fucking shitty. Because I was feeling really good there for a moment, and now I feel really shitty, and I'm like, damn. My mood is my responsibility. My emotions are my responsibility. It's my responsibility to get myself back on my feet, and there's something off. There's something off with how I'm living. Gotta change it. Gotta start noticing again. I hope you're having a good night wherever you are. Love you guys.